One of the people I remember from my first year of teaching was a shop teacher. He was a pleasant guy, but a little crusty. You may have one or two people like my former colleague in your building. Hello, teachers. I'm Nancy with Escaping the Classroom, and I help teachers find genuine ways to start their own businesses. In today's lesson, we're going to take a look at the desire to quit teaching yesterday, and so many teachers have that desire, and also how proofreading anywhere can help. Let's get started. Now, my colleague never specifically said, "I want to quit teaching," but you could spot it if you read between the lines. He was well known for cracking jokes, and his favorite was, "This would be a great job if it wasn't for the darn kids." Everybody would laugh, assuming he was just running through his usual repertoire of jokes. One day I had the opportunity to ask him about his darn kids joke. It turns out it wasn't a joke. For him, he had had all he could stand of working with other people's children. He stayed because he believed he had invested too much time into teaching to quit and do something else. Every day he came to a place he was no longer excited about and taught children he was no longer interested in, and to be honest, those children weren't interested in his courses anymore either. Just made him grumpy having to manage checked out kids with dangerous power tools. Now, he had other income. He owned property in a nearby town that was a famous tourist destination. He also did special woodworking for people. He could have taken retirement. So what was his problem? He was stuck. He was stuck with what society said he was supposed to do, stuck thinking he needed to get into the maximum number of years before retiring, stuck thinking that he had no valuable, marketable skills, stuck thinking he was too old to start something new, and I think the fear of launching into the unfamiliar, the unknown, was also what held him back. He knew teaching, but he also knew the drudgery of spending 5 days out of 7, 10 months out of the year in a place he wanted to be done with. Things change, and we all began our teaching careers with dreams and plans for a lifetime of service. But life changes, the educational system changes, we change, and the service society expects from teachers changes. You don't have to stay stuck in something that no longer fits. You don't have to stay in something that's slowly picking away at your confidence, your joy, and your enthusiasm. You have options my friend didn't have. 2 decades ago, the world was a different place. But he had tremendously marketable skills that would serve him well today. Today, he could take that knowledge that he had of woodworking and turn that into courses for new shop teachers or even students themselves. He was successful at buying and renting homes. He could create training videos or an ebook or both and market those on an online site. Fear held him back. What about you? What's holding you back? If you're listening, maybe you don't want to continue on with something you already know either. Let me give you one solid idea of where to start. The first thing to do is to run the numbers, see where you're really sitting financially. Is it possible to make adjustments to your monthly expenditures? If you're serious about leaving teaching or any other job behind, what are you willing to do to make it happen? What is it you'd like to change about your life, and what do you long to be doing? Only you know what you go through on a daily basis. Only you know what it will take to have the life you want. Once you figured that out, create an exit plan. Start getting things in order. Do you need to bring in more money to pay down bills? Do you need something that will easily mesh with your current job situation? One option that can be very workable is proofreading. There are lots of folks out there offering training, but take a look at what Caitlin Pyle's Proofread Anywhere can do for you. She has an amazing background and understands what it takes to make the changes needed to get the life you want. With proofreading, you can be through your training in just a few weeks' time and ready to start picking up clients. Goodness, it's even possible to start picking up clients before you're completely finished. But you'll want to finish because you don't just learn proofreading techniques with Proofread Anywhere, you learn everything you need to know about running your own successful business. Caitlin's 40-plus lesson course is spread across 8 modules, and 4 of those modules are dedicated to either finding proofreading work or managing a freelance business. She's taught thousands of men and women how to make a living with their proofreading skills. I've included a link below that will take you to a sign-in for a 76-minute video workshop that gives you a great overview of the course. Now, this workshop isn't for everybody. It's set up for people who can say yes to the 4 following questions. Are you always catching typos and misplaced commas? Do you constantly correct texts and Facebook posts as you read them? Do you read through an email 5 times before you hit send? And do you cringe when you're in a restaurant looking at the menu and you notice all those misspelled words? If this sounds like you, you'll want to take a look at what Caitlin and Proofread Anywhere can offer you. Whichever path you choose, I wish you the very best. That's it for today, class. Thanks for watching. I'm Nancy. If you'd like to see more from Escaping the Classroom, just click the link below, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, please click the like and subscribe buttons.